Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off. Each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop. Don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the Dallas Cowboys. Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here we go. At their own 26-yard line.
On the set.
51 to Mike.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Operating from the gun, Barry, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
One of the best routes, one of the favorite routes of any play caller. He just ran that one. Nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is, and the running back dropped it.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running back, but he's got hands. He should have caught it. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Barry connects here with the tight end, Blake Jarwin. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
And here we go again. Here we go again.
2nd and 6. Now he'll escape to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
A little bit of daylight on that 1st down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
2 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 43-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now a handoff. Geis going right, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On first down, this is Geis. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
We're going to work. We're going to work.
There you go. Go right in.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Buying time, and a big loss here as he's taken down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Their own 16-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. One interception. It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Get him. Get him.
Hey, wahoo!
They'll try the sweep with Elliott. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Come on, set. 70, Indy.
Man, I got you.
Defense.
On 1st and 10, Barry. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. 3rd down here. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Let's go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun, Barry. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jonathan Allen able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down.
Here we go. Check right 54. Right 54.
Now a give, right side, it's Geis. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Big stop, King. Big stop. Let's go.
Back to the ground on 1st. It's Geis. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Here we go, 47. Kill.
Now on 2nd and 13. Prescott off to Geis on the screen. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by him and setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Mark 54. Check back, check back.
26.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott sliding out of the pocket. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Forced out, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Looking to throw. Barry got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Back to throw. Barry. It's caught. Nelson. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Now 2nd and 6 at the 42-yard line.
On the ready.
Hey, it's coming up. Hey, let's go. It's coming. Hey, watch the slant.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Barry, this to Jarwin. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Ready.
From the gun on 3rd down. Barry, and he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a 1st down.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside, not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the 1st. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Barry. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Throwing again. Barry. Caught by Nelson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 26.
Cowboys 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this 1st half. He's got his guys a 1st down here.
No.
Protein spill.
56.
Here's Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 21-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. 2nd and 5. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Here we go, 46. Motion. Reset.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
I'm going from back to you.
And he stopped immediately there. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bringing an extra defensive back.
Hey. 4 down. Gun. We're going to 53. 26.
Prescott to throw this time. Going up top. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Pulled in at the 24. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Get in the weight room.
To throw again. Barry. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matthew Ioannidis picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Barry under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jonathan Allen able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This will be fielded at the 17. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Washington. Such an impressive punt return, 83 yards. And the Redskins get the quick strike touchdown. A lot of times they want this guy just to try to flip field position. He flipped it all the way into the end zone.
Yeah, the rule of thumb is, can you pick up 10 yards? That's getting a first down. Instead, he takes it all the way and provides a big spark for his team.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 24-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I got it. Here we go, 46. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. 46.
Final play of the half. Prescott. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway.
We got this.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Yeah, the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back.
Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. 4 down, 4 down. Check, check. Safe.
47. 26.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 45-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down, 4 down.
26.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Everyone, you got 4 down.
This is Geis. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Love. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 4th down. This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. They'll run for it. Geis. And some room to roam now. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
On the set.
Mike 51. I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
They go to Elliott again. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A big run that time by Elliott. 65 yards.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Toss left to Elliott. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Ready?
Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, they're scared. They're scared.
Snap.
Back to throw. Barry. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Blake Jarwin, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now 13-7. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
At the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Just like that.
And an alley to run. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Guy showing he's going to be an important part of this Redskin backfield as he's in there again for first down. Now a handoff looking right. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. And he's going to tackles made at the Cowboys' 45-yard line.
First down, Redskins.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On first down, here's Love. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Complete. Richardson has it. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 25-yard line.
Washington.
Here we go. Mike 54. Watch the run. Watch the run.
On first down, it's Love. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
He's coming in. Swerve. Hey. Check. Walk 54. Walk 54. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Mike 26.
It'll be Love to try and get the first. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. 3 yards on first, 4 on second, and now 5 on 3rd down. Move the sticks.
And the Redskin first down.
Everybody, 57 Mike. All day, baby, all day.
They'll run on first down. Love. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Kill. 57. Let's go, D. It's going to be a 61. Match box.
Here's Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Line. Check 3. Switch. 26.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave him with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Ready.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
23 yards on the play. A good start there on this fourth quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time, all right? It's not like, they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
The throw over the middle taken in. There he goes, Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper. His first touchdown of the new season as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. So that's a really big play here in the fourth quarter. And don't look now. They're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
Watch the twist, watch the twist.
He takes this for 3 to the 29. And now just 3 seconds before the 2-minute warning, they're going to call a timeout here defensively.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Check 4, check 4.
Right. He's down on the right.
Prescott from the gun. Flushed out right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. He'll return it from the 6. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10.
On the ready.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here.
There he goes, Amari Cooper. He's at the 30. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 95 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, it could come back at you a long way.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
54, Mike, 54.
Now Prescott. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. He's back to throw. Now a desperate, and a crusher there as it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the return will stop right around the 25. He was looking for Paul Richardson there.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Set, ready? 8, read. Hey,
10th carry now for Elliott. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas